Alright, let's face and accept it that no one really likes carrying keys every day. They're bulky, they're clunky, they make noises, and it's really hard to keep them organized in your pocket, but we still gotta carry them. So what if there's a better way to do that and have them organized in your everyday carry kit? And that is the question I have been asking myself. What is a better way to have my keys organized and keep them in my everyday carry pocket? And after experimenting with a lot of different key organization solutions, I think I finally found the answer and I wanted to share it with you. Not one, not two, but 5 different and better ways to have your keys organized and put them in your everyday carry kit. Coming up in this video, let's go. Hi, my name is Ayan, and on this channel I help you find the right tools for your daily life adventures, and sometimes those adventures are as simple as carrying your everyday keys. Over here on my desk, I have all the solutions that I have been trying for a few weeks now to organize your keys, to have them better fit your everyday carry needs. And I wanted to show you all and I wanted to share my experience having this all together. Now, these keys carrying solutions are available from couple of ₹100 to all the way up to thousands of rupees. And I think you will be able to find one that will suit your needs. Without further ado, let's move to the overhead camera. I'll show you all of them one by one. We'll do a face of comparison. And in the end, I will give you my final verdict on which is the solution that I will be going ahead with. So let's go. Alright, so here we are on the overhead camera. As you can see, these are all the solutions that I have tried for my key organization, and we will be talking about all of them today. But let's start with the very classic one, the classic keychains as I like to call them. So over here we have 2 keychains, and this is nothing new. This is something that everyone has known, everyone has been using for key organization. So these are just keychains. One is in the metal, one is in the leather, and this is the classic way that we all have been carrying keys. The real problem over here is that if you need to add a key here, then you need to go to this entire loop, and then you need to just put it over there like this, and then your keys will rest here. But this makes some noise. This is clunky. This is not a good way, and especially if you have multiple keys, like 3 or 4 keys that I usually carry, then that is where the problem starts. And also, if you like to carry a small tool like I always do, you can carry them, but again it will be more bulky, it will make a lot of noise. But that being said, I still like to carry them every now and then. So this is the keychain I have from Parker, and this is the keychain, same concept in leather. This is one by Da Milano, a really great quality full grain leather material, wedge tan I think, and yeah, that is what I have been using for my classic key organization. But as I mentioned, I prefer the leather one, of course, because I love leather, and because also this is the smaller length, and this makes less noise compared to this one because it has a lot of different metal links. But I like to start it from here because these are still the solution that everyone prefers, and these are very cheap. You can get one from Amazon or from local markets at very cheap rate, and you can also do a lot of designs over here. So this one is by Parker, this one is by Da Milano, but you will be able to find any design possible out there, and you can also customize them depending on the services available online and in your local area. But yeah, these are the 2 keychains that everyone use, the classic key organizers, the keychains, and I prefer the leather one. So moving towards the next solution, which is very much similar to our classic key organizer, but it has some sort of innovation that really caught my attention, and I picked this one recently in Singapore. So this one is a small keychain by Orbitkey, and Orbitkey is a company which makes great key organizer, and I'm also gonna show you that in a moment. But I wanted to show you this first because this one is a classic innovation example. So the problem with these keychains is you have to put a key and you need to make multiple loops, and it's not really easy to bring in the key and bring out the key. And that is the problem that this Orbitkey key organizer, or what you can say is the O-ring, is solving over here. So if you look closely, this is a stud, and that is where all the innovation is happening. So if you pull up this stud like this, and then you slide it over here like this will open up a cavity using which you can put in your keys very, very easily, and then you can lock it back. So now you can see it is the same concept, but it's very easy to put in the key and put out the key. So if I need to pull out the key, I just need to pull it back, and then my key is out in no time. So that is where I really, really like the small minimal look of this O-ring by Orbitkey. And similarly, you can add multiple keys over here and multiple tools. So for example, this is my one key, and I can have another key over here, and then I also can have my UB key, and this makes a great everyday carry minimal package, and I can take out any key that I want very, very easily, very, very smoothly. And I really, really like this minimal form factor. And they recently launched new design where instead of this stud with the Orbitkey branding, you can actually order one with Star Wars theme, and it has the different characters of Star Wars, and that looks really, really nice. I will probably pick one during my next trip. But yeah, this is a really, really innovation thing. As you can see, a very minimal form factor. So it definitely solves the problem of having multiple keys and bring out and bring on the key very, very easily, but still doesn't solve the problem of clanky keys. So it's still there, But yeah, every now and then when I have only a couple of keys, I just really like to take it with me, especially if I have a key that I need to put out and put in often. So yeah, that was the solution number 2, the O-ring key organizer by Orbitkey, and I really like it. Alright, so moving towards the next solution is this sort of a Carabiner or S-biner kind of solution that a lot of people are using to manage their keys in EDC community. And this is called S-biner, where you can put keys on one side and the other side you can put it on your belt loop for everyday carry. So let me show you what you can do is you can just put a key over here like this, and this one will go onto your belt loop. And these comes in all sort of different sizes, all sort of different form factors. This one is made by a company called NiteIze. The products of NiteIze have been showing on my channel for a very long time. Really high quality. I really like NiteIze products, and this one is called the S-biner. And as I mentioned, this comes in different sizes. This one I think is small, and then you can have medium and the large one. I'll put a photo for the reference. But yeah, it's really good, especially if you want to belt carry or belt loop carry your keys. You can have keys on the one side, and then you can have it on the other side. You can put it on the belt loops on your pants or anywhere you want to attach. Though these loops are really strong, but I still don't feel very much confident because I think that these keys can come out sometimes, and I don't want that happening. And that is why I have another solution over here by the same company, NiteIze, and it's a locked S-biners. Over here you can see these are the black studs which keeps them locked. So now it's in the unlock position, but if you put it over here, then you can see it doesn't come open. You cannot open it at all, and that is where this locked S-biner by NiteIze comes into picture. So if you need to put your keys over here, all you have to do is you need to unlock it first, and then your keys can go inside like this, and then you can lock it back, and then it will not come out at all. And similarly for the belt loop system, it also has a lock over here, and no, this stud will not come out on its own unless you really push it hard. And that's where this NiteIze S-biner with lock comes into picture, and I really like it. So these are really strong, made up of aluminum, though these are not recommended for climbing, but that's not the function that we're talking about today. So yeah, it's a really good solution for carrying your keys, and NiteIze hasn't stopped in there. NiteIze has all sort of shapes and sizes that they make S-biner in, and one of my favorite over here is this one. So as you can see, this one is another innovative thing. So over here you have two different slots, one which you can go onto the belt, and the second one over here your key can stay. So what you can do is you can put your keys here like this, so it goes in from here, and then you need to make another entry over here, and then your key stays on the bottom like this, and then on the top side you can put it on the belt loop. So this one is again very innovative by the same company, NiteIze, and you can see that the keys will not come out over here. So it can definitely reduce some sort of dangling, especially if you have not many keys, and it's not coming out up because it's only open one direction. So if you need to bring out the key, you first need to push this down, and then you can only bring out the key like this. So it's a really innovative design, really strong NiteIze. It's a G series number 2, and if you want to buy it, I will have all the links in the description. It's not a sponsored video, but I am showcasing everything that I bought from my very own money. I really enjoy it. I really like these solutions, and I'm gonna put all the links in the description. So these are the 3 S-biner kind of key organizing solution that NiteIze provides. And yeah, anyone that you like, you can pick it up, but for me preferably I like the G series one because it looks really good. It looks in the shape of G, and that's why it's called G series. So this one is a minimal form factor and provides the security of having keys locked in here and not going out anywhere else, similar to this one. I don't go for this one, but yeah, I still won't mind it, especially using it in combination. So what I can do is I can have my keys over here on the Orbitkey O-ring like this, and then what I can do is I can use a small S-biner. I can put the keys over here, and then this goes on my belt loop. So that is how I can use this in combination, and that's what I was mentioning of using keys in combination. So yeah, these were another solution by NiteIze. Do check them out. Really great products. Alright, moving towards a little premium category over here, and this one is the Orbitkey key organizer. I have made a full dedicated video on this, and I truly love this key organizing solution. And again, same company, Orbitkey makes this O-ring that I just showed you. This makes the key organizer, and this one is made up of rubber. So over here you can see this is the Orbitkey branding logo. Over here you get a D-ring, so you can put another keychain, or you want to add your car keys, you can put it over here. And the way it's organized is very simple. So over here you can see it's just a loop of rubber, and this is the one that holds your keys and your tools. So this is the one that is holding my current key, and it can hold up to 6 keys, I think, and it's a phenomenal I would say key organizer. The good part about key organizer is Orbitkey also makes some tools. So you can see that I am over here carrying an Orbitkey multi-tool over here, which is a pry bar, a file, a scale, a bottle opener, and it also has the Phillips head screwdriver and the flathead screwdriver. So it's really good to have a small tool with you all the time, and that is why I really like Orbitkey key organizer. And yeah, this one is a bit expensive compared to the other solution that I showed you, but I think it's worth the money. This one is in rubber edition, but I also have over here the same Orbitkey key organizer, which is made up of in leather. This one comes in black leather. And again, another tool that's Orbitkey makes, it's this thumb drive. So this one is a 32 GB pen drive. So even with the key organizer, you can also put a pen drive, so you can have a storage everywhere you go. So depending on which one you like, I like both of them. The leather one is a little bit less waterproof, and that's why you can see that when it comes in contact with water, you can see the patterns and patina is developing. But the rubber one is more rugged and more waterproof, and that's why I have both of them. So whenever I'm going for swimming, I like to have this rubber one, but for the day-to-day life or everyday carry, I usually switch on to the leather edition, and that's why I have both of them. Again, it comes in multiple colors, multiple combination, multiple themes. One is also in the Star Wars edition. So whatever you like, you can order it from the website or pick it up from your local store. So these were the Orbitkey key organizer, and I really enjoy EDCing them. Alright, so the last solution that I wanted to show you today is this leather key organizer, and this one is made by the Threadscraft company, and this is the company that I recently reviewed their wallets on the channel. They also make this great key organizer, and this one comes in full grain leather. Again, great product. So I like to call it the key holster because it really keeps your key organized, and you can see that there is no jingling, there is no misorganization. Everything, the problem that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, is being solved by this particular product. So how you can access your keys, you have to first open it up, and then you can organize and access your keys over here like this. And similarly, you can have multiple keys over here. I usually carry a couple of keys and then my UB key. So this UB key I can also use on my phone, on my laptop, and this one is really neat, really organized. The only problem that I see is because I have a bit broader key, it's peeking out from the sides, but if you have a narrower key, then there will be no problem. And similar solutions are also available by other leather crafters, but I just ordered this one from Amazon, and this one is crap. This one is genuine leather, a really bad quality leather, same concept, but yeah, really bad leather, so I won't recommend taking it. So I would not recommend to go for a genuine leather, though the material is absolutely crap. Genuine leather, I think the good part over here is they have attached this belt carrying clip, so I would also recommend Threadscraft to look into it, because it really makes sense to have a belt carry clip if people need it. And if I don't need it, then I can also remove it. I think no, it's stitched, but this should be an option to remove it completely if I don't want it like this. So yeah, these were the leather carrying key solution. I won't recommend this one because the material is bad, but the one from Threadscraft company is really good and really keeps the keys organized, especially if you have the narrower keys, and it looks really classy in your EDC. Alright, so these were all the key carrying solutions that I have been trying and testing for a few months now, and let me know in the comment section which one is your favorite and if you are picking anyone. But that being said, that is how it all looks side by side together, and if you ask me, my favorite is the Orbitkey one clubbed with the NiteIze S-biner. And the way I carry it, I have all my keys in my Orbitkey, and I attach this Orbitkey D-ring into the NiteIze S-biner, and that's how I'm carrying my keys for everyday carry purposes. So these have all my keys, and this is the biner that I like to carry with me on the D-ring of the Orbitkey, so I can also attach it to my belt clip. And also sometimes if I have to carry any additional key for temporary purposes, then it can go over here very easily. Keeps all the keys organized, keeps all the keys clutter free, and also I can have my tools over here like my UB key and also the multi-tool by Orbitkey, which is phenomenal. So yeah, this one is my favorite solution, but let me know in the comment section which one you like the most, and if you're picking anyone, the links will be in the description below. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you want to check out what I carry in my key organizer, then this video will help you out. And if you want to check out what all things every man should be EDCing, then this video will definitely something that you should check. Thanks a lot for staying till the very end, and I'll see you in the next one.